Hello, everybody! It's me, WildWeiler, and him, Elkwin.
Hello.
Yeah, we're here. It's for a special edition of the WildWeiler Weekly Wrap. And this is not because it's 2 days late and I had no time to write a script or film it, and I'm not ad-libbing it totally live with Elk here. Elk, do you solemnly swear that all that's true under penalty of, I don't know, lasers?
I solemnly swear on my antlers
Wow.
that he's done something.
He's solemnly sweared on a thing that falls off every year and is essentially meaningless. So that's how serious this is. That is.
That's how you know it's good.
That's how you know it's good. Hello, Corey Rodriguez. Welcome to the WildWeiler Weekly Wrap, a show that I wish had background music. Anyways, what did I do this week? I mean, what the hell happened? I mean, like, big picture, what did I do this week was there was a big ass thing at work and I had to go in the office all the time, and I never, ever, 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 ever at all, even a little bit, like, was home. I think that's pretty true, right? Yeah. So, like, we have a very limited number of things, but it didn't always have to be that way, because on Monday, Elk, what did we do?
God, what did we do on Monday?
Oh my god. Really? We practiced this.
It was so long ago.
We saw Labyrinth in concert, Elk.
Oh, that's right.
Jeez. I got crossfaded in an Indian restaurant, and then we saw Labyrinth in concert. I teed you up for that, and you were like, what did we do?
I think I blocked it out because of just the inhumane amount of naan that you threw back.
Oh my god, I was so drunk and high. That's why.
Like we had the basket of naan in the middle of the table, and then one of our friends also had like a plate that had naan on it. And just as we were all talking, like, all of the naan started getting shorter. Like, the stack from everywhere was just disappearing.
Nobody was eating it. There were like 8 people there, and they brought out bread for 8 people, and nobody was eating the naan. So, this segment is, of course, brought to you by the concept of Indian food. So
it was good.
It was good. You should eat it more. It's, yeah, especially if you're trying to eat less meat. There you go. Yeah, and then we went to Labyrinth in Concert, which is a traveling show that a rock band plays the music from the movie Labyrinth while you watch the movie Labyrinth. Now, I had never seen the movie Labyrinth before, which I'm told is ostensibly a kid's movie, but it feels like only because it has puppets. Like, the subject matter, I don't know. It's weird. Everybody's like, oh, I saw it when I was a kid, and you're like, okay, like, I can see that. And it's fine. I guess maybe kids in the olden days weren't as sheltered as I was. But yeah, so it was my first time. Alec, when did you first see Labyrinth?
Oh gosh. I mean, my dad was way into like showing my sister and I like everything that he loved growing up. So, I mean, chances are I probably saw it when I was like real itty bitty, like 5 or 6.
Oh. Wow.
I've seen it so many times.
Wow. Okay, yes. Hypers I am. I saw your chat come in a bit ago when I was in the middle of my Labyrinth bit. So yes, it's live, and it's definitely not live because I ran out of time to do it. Yeah, so you saw it young. I saw it never. And I will say, having seen it never, it's fine. It's not... Like, you have to be able to be young enough to see the magic to, I guess, have the reaction. And I will say 2 things. I grew up hearing that Labyrinth starred David Bowie and David Bowie's codpiece. And that's thing number 1, because he doesn't wear a codpiece. So, it's just a pants bulge, people. It's just his genital mound pushing forward through his pants. It's not a codpiece. A codpiece is an actual piece of armor or costuming to either protect the cod or make the cod look bigger. Assuming you have a cod. And if not, it's just your genitals, I suppose. So I'm a little upset about that. I was honestly expecting a bejeweled codpiece or a spiked codpiece or something.
Yeah, I think it's because people lack the like understanding that like he was wearing a dance belt under those tights. So like the closest thing they know is like, oh, that's a codpiece.
Oh.
When in fact, like, no, that's just bulge and dance belt.
Yeah. So whatever. So that annoyed me. And then number two, everybody was always talking about how much of his dick you see. You see an amount of dick. It's not zero, but it is considerably less than all of the dicks you see in the first season of Star Trek: The Next Generation. What? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
Right? You see way more dicks in the first season of Star Trek: The Next Generation. They are like adjusting themselves, and the directors are absolutely refusing to do second takes. Like, there's freaking dicks everywhere in that. But no, other than that, the show is good. It's fun. It is what it is. It's one of those that comes from the era where movies were allowed to be well made. Do you remember that? Do you remember when movies were allowed to be well made?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Oh my god. Yeah. So
no, we've talked about that a lot. Like, I think we've seen like one other movie recently where it was like, oh, that was a self-contained, entertaining show.
What was that?
I can't remember.
Oh, we were talking about the sound mastering in Alien a little bit ago, and how you can actually hear things.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
That was a different thing. That's also a problem. Like, no sound mixing or balancing or mastering like matters anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, what were we watching? I can't remember. But I will transition roughly to a plug for my boy. You know him, you love him, he's Madonna's ex-husband, Guy Ritchie. If you want a movie that you can actually hear in the year of our Lord 2025, he's apparently the only person doing it. So there is that. But no, I liked Labyrinth in concert. I thought it was good. It was interesting to see Jennifer Connelly's first role as an actor, because I know her from the Snowpiercer television show, which everybody who's watching this knows that I have talked about extensively all the time. It's interesting to see what mannerisms people grow out of and what mannerisms they don't grow out of, to be entirely honest. Like, a lot of the faces she made in Contemplation were like, oh wait, you still make that face, you know, now as a woman, I believe in her 50s.
Who is she in Snowpiercer?
Yes. She's the main, like, pull up the poster. Somebody pull up the poster for Elk and mail it to us, to the WeilerDome, 1 WeilerDome Way, WeilerDome, Oklahoma, actually.
The movie or the show?
What? The show. She's not in the movie. It's Tilda Swinton in the movie. Swinton? Swilton?
Oh, she's oh, that's her. Okay.
Yeah, that is her. Yeah, right?
Okay.
And you can see it now, a little bit.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
can totally see it, but like,
Yeah.
okay.
So, no, she's in the Snowpiercer show. It makes some jokes that are in the Snowpiercer show make sense. There's a really tortured joke about an oubliette at one point, and it's just like, okay, this feels stilted. And then I saw Labyrinth, and it made sense. Doesn't feel less stilted. Like, don't force a reference if it doesn't flow naturally, people. That's the rule. Okay, Alk, do you have anything else to say about Labyrinth, the in-concert experience?
Yes, I would like to talk about the bartenders and how they need to be punished for their crimes.
What? Why?
The theater that our local events happen at, the bar will do like themed cocktails to match the event.
Okay.
And this particular event, the Labyrinth, their cocktail was Jareth juice.
Oh my god, I did not notice that, but as
I
mentioned, I came into that theater in a state.
So not only was it called Jareth juice, and for those of you at home that aren't familiar with the Labyrinth or it's been a while, Jareth is the Goblin King. That's David Bowie. The cocktail was Jareth juice. It was a white Russian with glitter in it.
Oh!
I'll let you do the math.
Edible glitter, no! I mean, also jizz, no! But also David Bowie's jizz, yes! So I guess we're 2 no's and a yes, so it's a bad cocktail. There we go.
Yeah, I saw so many people getting it, and I was like, either the bartender doesn't know, and how dare they, or the bartender knows. How dare they?
Yeah, right, right. Jeez. Okay, well, that's going to do it for our first topic, Labyrinth live in concert, or the concert experience, or whatever the hell it was called. It was fun. It was good. You should see if it's coming to a city near you. I'm going to guess no. If only because, crucially, where we live is usually near the end of a show's run. As it marches its way across the country. So I suppose if you live in Seattle, it was probably there this past weekend and you totally missed it by now. But, huzzah! Okay. Our next topic. Elk and I, as all of you know, long-time viewers know, I should say, I am going back to art school. And if I am not one thing, I am two things. And the two things I am is persistent, stubborn, and then a third thing, because I planned this list poorly, annoying. Okay? And I have annoyed Elk into taking a drawing class with me. So I made him do that. And now he's doing it. Elk, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I've done one whole art class, some drawing, and now I have homework, which is wild because I haven't had homework in like more than a decade.
Yeah, so take that. Now you have to do sketchbook assignments, because that's how drawing classes work. Because you gotta sketch like your life depends on it. Our first class was interesting. The instructor has a heavier hand on like guiding the class than previous drawing classes I've taken, which is to say, it was very much like, for 5 minutes we're gonna do this, for 5 minutes we're gonna do that, for 5 minutes we're gonna do this, and it was different, and not in a bad way. I think that's the key to like learning any sort of non deterministic skill. So like math is a deterministic skill. There's a correct answer, you know, and for the most part everybody needs to be taught PEMDAS more or less the same way to get the answer correctly. Art isn't like that. And therefore you have a wider variety of the way instructors teach it. And you should try to experience that. Any thoughts?
Yeah, no, it's especially interesting for me because like I'm no stranger to like how fine arts in college work, because that's what I did. I got a classical music degree. So I understand like, oh, you practice the thing, you come back, the professor is like, oh, you did good here, work on this next. But my brain has this like solid black loading wall when I try to like generalize that to like art making, like with my hooves. Like I was surprised that like, oh, we're gonna practice in class, and then the homework is like go practice, and that just blew my mind. But when I thought about it for a second, it's like, no, duh, it's just like the art making I did. You go and practice the art to get better. So I think it's going to be a wild ride, like getting over that like mental block of like, no, this art is different and arcane, where like, no, it's just using your hooves differently.
Yeah. So that is what is going on for us for art school. I'm also taking a sculpture class and a watercolor class, so I have to learn sculpture and watercolor, I suppose, which will be interesting, to say the least. But expect more on both of those things in this space, probably, maybe, but also maybe not, because, I don't know, school is hard, and sometimes we don't want to share homework. What's our third topic? What?
I am gonna harvest your watercolor skill once you get some, though.
Ooh, harvesting. That's like milking, but deadly.
There's the next WildWeiler merch, everyone.
Yeah, I gotta make some merch. I do, I really do. Who wants merch? Hi, Saf! Welcome to the chat. What's our next topic? It's a thing. We just talked about it. Crap. I didn't write it on
anime.
Oh, an anime. Yes, we watched one of those animations that they make. That's definitely not about the way society loads expectation on children. It's definitely not about that. It's not about that at all. There's no deeper meaning. It's just a fun, dumb story about, I don't know. Do you want to take it from here?
Sure. we were doing what we do when we sit on the couch, and that's scroll through the different show services, staring at them and grunting at each other for half an hour until we chose something out of a panic. And it's an anime called Mashal, Magic and Muscles, that neither of us knew anything about. It's made by the same dude that made One Punch Man, which we loved. And it's weird. It is so weird.
It is weird.
You want to describe the premise, or do you want me to?
I'm just gonna jump. Well, so you said One Punch Man. For those of you that don't know, One Punch Man is a man who can destroy anything with one punch after doing, like, some pretty basic physical training. And then this one is a very similar kind of... Okay, man, jeez. Okay, the premise is imagine, if you will, Harry Potter. But everybody could do magic, and if you can't do magic, they kill you. That's the premise. Smash cut to a boy who can't do magic, but what he can do is lift weights. So he does magic with his fists. And what I mean by that is he doesn't do magic at all, and he just punches things, and they explode violently. That's about it. So the show takes place at Hogwarts, literally. Like, quite literally. It's not... It's... Oh, shoot. It's like the Eton Academy, I guess. Easton? I think it's Easton, because Eton is a real academy in the UK, where all your favorites went to. Basically, everybody who's a bastard, according to Bind the Bastards, went to Eton, and then some people who aren't. But, yeah. So, it's crazy. It's very much the whole, like, what is going on in this school? Why do these teenagers hold incredible sway over things like public policy and the way our society works? It's a little nuts in that regard. You know, your classic school anime, really. I said, having not watched really any of them.
He's not wrong, though. It's a shonen anime, and, like, the big thing is they're in school, and, like, he doesn't have magic, so he has to, like, complete every lesson by, like, just being strong or fast. And there's this backdrop of, like, this super serious contest where the kids get gold coins, and whoever has the most gold coins becomes God's favorite wizard or something. It's dubiously unclear. But, like, he is always unserious and kind of not smart, and always, like, eating cream puffs. Like, he's always disarming the drama around him and then solving everything with speed or violence. It's whimsical.
I would say that I don't know if I would call him unserious. He is at times, but he is also very serious. There's a minor spoiler for one of the, like, episode 2 or 3 is there's a bit where the vice principal of Dickbag Academy or whatever the hell is like, I can expel you at any time. So he, like, picks him up and plants him in the ground like a plant and starts burying him. And he's like, just remember, I can bury you anytime. And that's pretty much his approach to problems. Which I would say seems comically unserious, yes. But if you think about it, that is a very serious threat. Like, that's... Like, yes, you can expel me. I can visit physical violence upon you at any moment.
He's always serious, but because he's so, like, not smart and, like, only the one thing, like, just a strong man, like, there are a ton of situations where there's drama going on and his reaction is comical, even though, like, he is being serious.
Correct. Well, that'll do it. So you should watch whatever the name of that show is. What is it, Elk?
Mashal, Magic and Muscles. I will put it in the chat.
Ooh, he's putting it in the chat. So, yeah, that's that. That is the weekly wrap for this week. Coming up in mere minutes. Mere minutes. Oh, hi, waiting for Eric. We're talking about an anime called Mashal, comma. Damn it. Magic and Muscles. It's One Punch Man, but in Harry Potter land. That's the short of it. It's dumb and stupid and fun. Oh, you've seen it. Okay. Yeah, we're picking our way through the first season. God, is it stupid and fun. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But that does it for this week's weekly wrap. We have wrapped the week live. In the future, I guess we'll probably get a ska band. That's what you do for these shows when they're live, right? You get a ska band.
Totally.
Okay. So we'll fit them in somewhere in this space, or something. I don't know. If we could do this, I got to get a 3D background because this is ridiculous. Anyways, but coming up, literally like Fox morning cartoons coming up here at 9 o'clock ish, depending on how long it takes me to use the restroom after this and set it up. We're doing stream 2 of Atom Fall, so stay tuned. It will be popping up. I haven't actually made the stream. If I was smart, what I would do is I would set up this stream to send you to the waiting room for that stream, but I'm not smart, so I forgot to do that. And now we're at the end of this stream, and I don't have an editor on staff who isn't also on this stream. So, yeah. So, like, go away and then come back in, let's call it 15 minutes. We'll start that other stream at 9:05. We're doing more Atom Fall. Last week, we had a blast, and then we got scared very quickly. So this week, we're going to start scared and hopefully go back to having a blast. How's that sound, Elk?
Those are high hopes.
Yes, they are. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Are your hoofs not working?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Left them at the dry cleaner.
everybody send money. Elk needs hoof surgery. Bye.